Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another mobile suit, and we already knew it was coming because of the thing that they showed about a day-ish before, or a little over a day before the update. The Messala is finally here. We were saying it for the longest time, but now they brought this thing in, and it is big, dude. Like, actual size is pretty huge. 600, 650 ground and space general. I was kind of hoping it would be a support, maybe in a weird raid kind of thing. The claws though, kind of cool. It gives me hope for some what's it? Oh my gosh, we were just talking about it. It's the thing. The oh man, I cannot remember the name of it right now. No, I love the alternate art that people do for it. Bound Dock, there we go. Finally hit me. But yeah, flight transformation mode. It's got shoulder mega particle cannons. We already kind of looked at it before. I'll go ahead and play the video again. Now playing against it, I kind of understand a little bit of what it can do. So you have its normal melee in a beam saber, and you have the melee in its claw. So you have two different melees, which is pretty cool. Beam saber, I believe, does 2,100, 2,200. I could pull up a screenshot real quick and take a look. But, you know, decent, respectable melee weapon damage kind of thing. Then it has a claw that does 3,000 damage. So that claw, pretty good. Also, it knocks down immediately. Let's see. It has explosive reactive armor and damage control 3, meaning when you're flying around, you pretty much can't get knocked out of the sky pretty much at all. It's actually crazy how resistant it is to getting knocked out of the sky. So fly around and bump people all you want and shoot. And yeah, so you got two different weapons from the normal stuff while you're flying around. I do not know if, let's see, is there a transform mode? Yeah, we got a screenshot. So, pretty much the Mega Particle Cannon stun, and then you have missiles. And there is a 2-second focus. I do not know if they get the bonus effect, but as we can see here on the information, they actually say that they have a normal and focus mode, and they cause an AoE. So they're kind of like a beam bazooka. Well, not the beam bazooka as in the GBO2, but a beam bazooka as in they explode like a bazooka when you shoot the ground. Apparently though, this AoE is pretty big. I was trying to find some footage where I played against the suit and didn't really catch anything that looked like it was exploding next to me. Guess we'll have to wait and see when we have a more controlled setting just exactly how big that is. So sadly did not get the suit, but Gustav did, so we can look at it that way. Again, we'll be doing the podcast tonight, by the way, guys, at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we'll have that to look forward to. And check it out there for the specific AoEs. We'll also talk percentages for stuns, like these missiles, and kind of figure out what it can do there. Overall, though, its other weapons are, again, the missiles that it has. It has kind of more of a arm missile, as we saw there. It looks like it shoots just kind of like a rocket launcher. I'm assuming that's all that is, and it's kind of more of a rocket hit. Then you have the, and really that's its main weapon, looks like. Just essentially being a, oh wait, no, that's a Vulcan for its main weapon. Okay, Vulcan for its main weapon, doing 150 damage with 60 shots. We'll have to see how much stagger buildup that actually has to be really effective. The missile out of the hand looks pretty cool. I don't know if that's the guided missile or if the little missiles on the shoulders is the guided ones. But it does have ones for the shoulders. I'm expecting those to work kind of like the Gazom, and hopefully have a good stun ratio. If you have a rocket into the shoulder cannons, and both of those can stun, then this thing is pretty nice. I couldn't really tell what was stunning me and not, because most of the time I was stunning it. And that is the only problem that I have with this suit so far. It has awesome flying stuff, but it is so big that it's almost impossible to miss. Now you do have fall prevention, stun prevention, so when you transform you can get to the ground safely, but once you're there, If they're looking at you and they gotta instant stun anything, you are stunned. There is no instant stun prevention, and I believe you only have one dodge roll with this thing. And it also is kind of ridiculous watching this thing dodge roll with how big it is. So, overall, it's a little too big, I think. And I'm just going to leave it at that. We can talk about it more later on the podcast, but I was able to bully this thing in just about anything I was in due to its sheer size. And without any way to have a biosense or anything, there's no get out of jail free or no any way to get a shock dampener. Your only hope is to transform and fly at somebody or get out of there without getting knocked over. But yeah, so that's my problem so far. A little too big. We'll see what happens with that, but still kind of a cool suit. I like that there's something that you can fly around and not really get stunned. It's, as far as the flying part, it feels kind of like an EXS 2.0. Only you're actually encouraged to ram everybody with it. And it's big enough too. Gustav had a little mini 30-second clip where it looked like the hitbox, there might have been an issue there, but you could run into everything. But anyway, moving on though, here's the normal suit. We got Titans 01, and we have the Gapthly level 3 in the game now. We got a lot of buffs and nerfs to cover, so let's move on and get to those. There they are. In the premium stuff though, coming up this next month, we have the EXS for the first section of the month. We have the C1, yes, the level 1 Data Plus C1 is going to be in there. So if you can manage to get that, that is a top tier support. And yeah, sadly it's on the second set. Now one I don't have, I don't think, is the Rigelgu. I like the higher levels of it, so I am actually pretty happy that this is there because I need it. But overall, it would probably be better if C1 was the last one. That way, it's kind of the better suit. But yeah, so if you can manage to snag the C1, nice. If not, then fair enough. I believe you have to spend money to get the EXS or the C1, and the Rigogu is the potential free one. So, moving on to the ticket shop stuff. We have the Bawoo in the ticket shop, level 1 and 2. At about $3.55, I believe, for the level 1. Not too bad on the ticket price, and this is a top tier raid. Now, coming out with some of the other stuff, looking here, that's come out recently, I definitely feel a lot more confident fighting the Bawoo with, say, the heavy arms, but it just has ballistic resist all over the place. And the whole thing about the Bawoo is that it doesn't melee you to death like most raids. It shoots you with missiles. So you do have that defense, and actually it takes a little while for a Bawoo to kill the heavy arms. Other than that though, most of the supports you're going to run into, you can just and they're dead. So there you go. Then we have the GBO2 level 3 added to the ticket shop. Not worth that or the Stamen really, because it's just too expensive and scaling problems. Zagok E level 4 added, and yeah, same kind of deal. Probably not that expensive with the 2-star, but yeah, I would just not. I couldn't recommend that. Bawoo though, highly, highly, highly recommend. Get it, the level 1, if you don't have it and you need a raid. It is insane. Moving on though to the DP store stuff, which again you can just buy. The BD2 and 3 level 4 was added. That's pretty cool and all, but the Marasai level 1 and 2, I love the Marasai, especially with the Fedayeen rifle. Hopefully that is in there too. I forgot to look, but if the Fedayeen rifle is in there, that's the way I would play it. You get 2 melees, you got a Sea Serpent to get that awesome knee stun, and yeah, it's actually really good like that. I've seen some people do some crazy work in it. Also, the Fedayeen rifle stuns on full charge and pierces and does some crazy damage. So I've hit some pretty good range damage numbers with the Marasai for an entire game, just playing nothing but range just to see how much I could do. Moving on though, we have the new clan match suit finally in, and seeing that it's the Goof Heavy Arms, I was excited that we might have a support Goof finally in the game, but sadly no, we can't have a support Goof apparently. So it's a general at 300, which we already have one. I am sad. Actually, we have 2. Where's the one that the flight test type? I think that's a 350. But anyway, we have so many Goofs around there. I am sad. But anyway, here it is. The Heavy Arms Goof. I definitely want to try this thing out. Going to be trying for it. And yeah. 5-barrel finger Vulcans. Cannons have been upgraded with large capacity magazines to ensure ammo is never in short supply. That's going to be a lot of fun intensifying with that. And looks like it has a heat rod and stuff like that. So that'll be cool to see what it does. Yeah, I mean, I'm just straight hyped for it. Lots of bullets. Let's go. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and hopefully it'll bring up the thing. I'm leaving the bugs and stuff here and adjustments for the bug stuff. I didn't really see anything too crazy that looked like it was breaking, but there it is on screen if you want to look through those. And let me know in the comments if there is anything that is truly game breaking. Now, moving on to the, where did I put that there? Oh, dude, look at that. Please tell me it's, oh man, it's top 100. That is, ooh, that is so much green. That is awesome. Decagram A green, dude. Top 100. Dude, that would be hype to get. Sadly, it's top 100, but we could try, I believe. We've been getting really close now. So if you, oh wait, it also is a 4v4. Let's go. 4v4 600 October 3rd, which is, wait a minute. Oh, this is the Japanese one. So yeah, that is the night one. That is Saturday. So this Saturday at 9 p.m. Pacific, Resource Satellite 600 Space 4v4 basic match. Good luck getting in there. I know I'm going to be trying and hopefully succeeding with getting the green decagram, dude. That looks insane. I like it. Okay, moving on real quick. We'll check out the previous month's stuff and kind of to remind you what got buffed. The Freak Knight is a powerhouse and a beast now with the buffs, especially the maneuver armor. Go check it out. Can highly recommend. And it actually has a hitbox for its melee now. As you would expect, all the damage went up because you can get to your target and you can actually hit it when you get there. A Freak going up. Cool. It's a good suit. People remembered it's a good suit, and there you go. Gelgoog, high mobility type Yuma Lightning. Looks like it's feeling pretty good now, going up in damage across the board. That reload time really helped. I definitely could feel that. Also, the movement, that quality of life, always good. The Gaza D, feeling amazing right now. Saw some really good numbers in clan ranked stuff with that. Let's see, Power GM, actually pretty cool, going up. Still not my thing, but it did get buffed. Dom, feeling pretty solid. Got in there with that a few times. Check out the Dom. It's a lot of fun. Peasant Dodge, definitely still feeling good at its lower cost, but where the adjustment happened, feeling a bit better. Still could use maybe a buff here and there, as you can see at some of the higher levels, but still feeling pretty better than what it did at least. Ramzagok in the raid section going up. I can't believe it didn't have the like maneuver armor level 2, but there we go. It does. Awesome. Draw C Heavy, feeling amazing now, over average with its damage. Nice, really nice. All I'm saying, that thing chunks now. Let's go. I love that giant Gatling. And the Zekuein's loadout type 2 at level 3 getting the buff and level 2 getting some of the stuff. Definitely feels a bit better. Still maybe needs something, I would say. But yeah, guys, there we go. Moving on into this one. It's also actually really short, really, overall, considering. But the first one up on the general list is the Jigen, gaining 5% melee damage, looks like, with a firepower on its missile shield going up by 50 from 500 to 550, and a reload time to 10 from 15, meaning you can get your build-up stagger out a lot faster. So we should see at least some probably survivability or even rival win rate with that maybe, and hopefully some damage dealt going up, which again overall should increase the win rate. Hopefully that's what we see here. Easy 8 gaining a huge buff to its downswing. I got Ina'd pretty hard, and yeah, so also it gained 1,500 health at all levels. It gained melee resist by 4% at all levels. Fast movement went to 180 from 175. It gained 3 turning speed from 54 to 57. Level 3 got Quick Boost 1, and Level 4 got Quick Boost 2. And that's it for the generals. Moving on to the raids. We got the Zeta Plus A1. The raid's getting a big amount of love this time. Zeta Plus A1 feeling good. Just saying, got to play it. Because when your shield blows up, you got the shield mastery thing. You don't get stunned. Crazy night and day difference. Yeah, so good. Next thing, your downswing does crazy damage no matter what you're hitting because they buffed it. Well, again, we'll be looking at most of these values and stuff during the podcast, but yeah. Beam Cannon ×2 actually stuns now, again looking at the value, but you can do it on 100% within 2 shots out of its 3, which that means you could probably stun just about anything other than damage control 3. You should be able to hit damage control 2. Maybe you can't do 2 or 3, but yeah, some testing would be needed, or just looking at the numbers, which we'll do later today. And then transformed, it gained the heat rate when de-transforming from 30% down to 25, and it also gained the shield skill there as well. Of course, this one was surprising to me. The Dija Char version got a buff. The what is that? The main weapon rifle, which you can also full charge for a heavy stagger, now reloads 5 seconds faster at 20 seconds now instead of 25. The double Sturmfaust reloads at 8 seconds rather than 10. Oh wait, no, that's a cooldown. You can shoot it the next time 8 seconds rather than 10 seconds apart. The reload time is now 30 rather than 35, so losing 5 seconds on that, which is awesome. And reduced weapon switching time. Honestly, I don't think it needed this. I still think it's an amazing powerhouse of a suit. And yeah, this thing's going to be gross. Now, apparently, though, it was doing less damage. And that just might be because overall, just getting all of its damage out does take a few swaps. And maybe that's just it, where people aren't just used to shooting with the raid, like in this style. I played it, it felt amazing, and I just dominated with it on my alt. So, yeah, I really want this on my main account now. Just saying, thing's insane. Moving on to the Goo Vertex, though, I'm really surprised to see that this got a buff because this thing is also a crazy raid. Thruster going up to 85 from 80. It gained double dodge roll instead of a single dodge roll. That's crazy. Now, level 2, though, gaining some damage. I could see that with the Beam Naginata going up by 120. And the Beam Lance going up by 135, giving both of those a total of 2850 and 2550. Yeah, I could see it needing it, especially looking at the damage numbers down below. But level 1 should be fine, and just gaining these quality of life things should help a lot with survivability and just overall win rate. The next thing, though, is the reverse skill. You only take 30% more damage rather than 50, and the thruster usage was reduced. Now, I tested this out. It still seems to be about the same number of boosts back and forth if you just want to do it continuously, but at least now you can plan it a little bit more and get more boost back. Also, maybe taking advantage of a double dodge roll at the same time. The GM Guard Custom. I think the suit's amazing already. Now at higher levels, it might need something. But if you look at the stats, even level 1 is where it seems to be hurting, which I'm surprised. But rotation speed, turn speed, went up by 3 to 48 from 45. Its spray gun has an accumulated value of stagger increase. Now, you can't stun by overheating this thing, but we'll again check the numbers. But it seems to be better to stun if you're going to shoot somebody for the damage and then swap to the shoulder Vulcan. Other than that, though, we have the beam daggers, which I'm kind of hoping what you could do is shoot them and then switch to the shield and get that off pretty easy. But anyway, we'll have to see and see how it does in practice. Did not get to try it yet because of the costs that were up. The the single dagger went from 2200 to 2300 at all levels, and the cooldown went from 2.5 seconds to 2 seconds, giving it a quick way to go and swing again. G-Line Light. Looks like it got a ton of stuff. Mainly it's just maneuver armor upgrades, and then at level 3 it gained some thrusters from 65 to 70, and it gained thruster output from level 3 and up, level 1, and then assault boost level 1 and assault boost level 2 and assault boost level 3 from 3, 4, and then continuing to 5. Other than that, it's base stuff. 130 to 135 movement, 215 to 220 fast movement. It gained the shield break mastery skill so that it will not get stunned when its shield breaks. I don't know how much. I know I said it would be cool to see them add this to most raids, but I don't know how I feel about them adding it to all raids. We'll just have to wait and see. And yeah, I normally use, if I have a high-powered weapon that I know I can break a shield with, I will try to do that as a support. So I'm losing a layer of defense there. So at lower cost especially, this could feel really bad for supports. But again, I mean, they want your teammates to save you if a raid's getting on you, so fair enough. Reload for the missile launcher going from 15 to 12 seconds. Nice. And the accumulated stagger value went up. Again, we'll look at this later. It was already pretty solid, but we'll see how much more solid it got. Overall, looking at the stats, though, it looked like it was doing pretty well until higher levels. I mean, the suit just seems like it's still a pretty good suit. Damage-wise, it's doing pretty good, but it is still under average, so fair enough. Now, my boy, the Beam Bazooka, GBO2. The funny thing is I saw a Reddit post. If I can find it, I'll put it right here. I know I looked it up yesterday, but the dude was literally like, "What is this?" Because somebody made a thing about Beam Bazooka never getting a heavy attack. Well, the guy that was posting down, yeah, they won't do it, but they'll definitely buff it to crazy and back. But the thing is, I think he was talking about what they did before, but who knew? They actually buffed it even more than what it was. Now, a full charge Beam Bazooka hit will heavy stagger. Yes, heavy stagger. That's insane. Then we have the high output Beam Saber gaining downswing damage and left and right. But downswing damage, what? That is crazy. Then it gained at level 1. Assault Booster went to level 2. Level 2 got that as well. Level 3 got Assault Booster at level 3 and up to level 4. And then level 3 and 4 gained Thruster Output Increase level 1. I think that's just you get more thrust kind of thing. I forget what that skill actually is called, but it's like, yeah, it's something like Thruster Optimization or something like that. But yeah, pretty nice. Played at level 3. Felt really good. Just saying. Yes, its win rate is a little low. I feel like this is more due to just how people play the suit. And yeah, not using the fridge door. But things like the Rigacy exist. So that could just smash your fridge door, because if it hits your fridge door, it hits you directly. So anyway, moving on though to the support. I will say, I love the suit. I'm going to be playing a lot of Beam Bazooka from now on. And A1. Looking good. Definitely like these buffs. A1, Beam Bazooka. I haven't really tried the G line too much, but I'm definitely going to do some guard custom. But A1 and Beam Bazooka are on my list to play. Now, moving on to the supports though, we have the Cannon Detector getting a buff, oddly. It feels better now, of course. It already felt really good, but looking at the numbers, looks like it has fallen maybe to power creep a little bit. But overall, we have the speed going from 115 to 120, thruster 50 to 60, and then getting kind of the same treatment that the mass production Cubile did, 85 to 80% on its main beam rifle, and on the cannons going from 90 to 85, with a overheat time of 20 seconds rather than 25, and the grenade reloading in 10 seconds rather than 15. Felt pretty good. I forgot the rotation and I was doing it backwards, but once I figured it out and got to try it once, yeah, feels good. Like it. I mean, the detector's always been really solid. I didn't really think it needed this buff, but you know, as a support player and whenever you get a suit that does that, always feels really good. Now, a suit that I really thought needed a buff, got one. The Zero Shiki Type 2 Amuro Ray got 1,000 health at all levels, reduced the weapon switching time and the rigidity time on the beam cannon, and I will say it felt so smooth, I didn't even feel like I stopped flying. I was like flying downward and I shot and then I was immediately moving again. That is super smooth, very nice, so feels really good. Anybody who's been playing the suit will probably feel great with it. We gain another 50 damage as well at all levels for its beam rifle sub weapon 2, and that's always nice considering how much it fires. I was actually dealing some decent damage when I could hit because my aim was pretty bad last night. But anyway, that's it for all the buffs and nerfs, really just buffs this time again. but I can't remember if we got the last time I got nerfed. It was either what, 1, 2, maybe 3 months ago. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about everything in this update. Also, one thing to mention, they did not put in a spectate mode, and I guess I kind of brushed over it, but one of the biggest things that I'm excited about that I forgot to actually stop at when I just started scrolling was this right here, the launch battle thing. You can see 4 hours ahead. That is huge. That is amazing. Yes, please. Being able to tell what's coming for 4 hours, I love it. Let's go. I'm a fan. Yes, please. Now I know whether to stick around even longer or just say, nope, I'm out. But anyway, guys, yeah, again, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about anything, because honestly, this was my favorite thing in this entire update, was this battle sortie preview thing. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that. I think I already did Twitch, Twitter, Discord, stuff in the description, blah, all that things, stuff, blah, whatever. Anyway, that'll be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace!